Hi everyone, welcome to the session today. My name's Mel and I'm really looking forward to taking you through this really short workout. So what we're going to focus on today is pelvic floor. And I'm going to give you some really simple exercises that you can work on, teach you a little bit about how it all works, and you can then take this little routine. You can do some of it on your mat at home, you can do it while you're driving, you can do it while you're brushing your teeth. I want you to take it with you on the go whenever you feel like doing it. So I'm here on behalf of This Girl Can, Vic. Amazing videos. I'm so pleased to be a part of this, and I really look forward to taking you through this short workout. All right, let's get started. So, first things first, I'm a Pilates instructor and I've been a Pilates instructor for about 15 years, but I'm not a pelvic floor specialist. So I'm giving you some basics, but if you think you need a little bit more work on pelvic floor, head straight to your physio. But here's some basics. So, sit comfortably for me. The trick with pelvic floor is switching it on, but also switching it off. So this is what I want you to imagine. You are wading through a cold river and the water is rising and it's getting pretty close to your lady parts. And I want you to lift everything up and in. And now relax. And do it again. Lift up and in. Now we may as well just get personal here. What I want you to imagine, relax again, is that you are stopping a wee and passing wind at the same time because you're a multitasker. So lift up. Stop the flow, stop the wind, lift up, 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 and let it go. Let's do that a few more times. So ideally, with your pelvic floor, you can really easily turn it on and turn it off. I don't want you to turn it on and keep it on. I want you to turn it on and turn it off. So lift up, again, that water is rising. You want to tuck everything up and in and let it go. 2 more times. Lift up, lift up, lift up, and let it go. Last one. You can't even see, you don't even know if I'm doing anything, I promise. I'm joining in as well. Lift up, and then let it go. Okay, this time you're gonna go on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. And to change it up a bit, let's come into a kneeling position because I want you to be able to switch your pelvic floor on and off no matter what position you're in. So let's do this again. Switch on, switch off. Lift up, let it go. Lift up, let it go. Lift up, let it go. This is exercise. This counts. Keep switching on and off because that's part of the strength in this muscle is we want to be able to switch it on and switch it off, relaxing a lot in between. So keep on, keep off. Now what I want you to think about with this is something magical about your pelvic floor. When you turn your pelvic floor on, because of the way your body is designed, it switches on your deep abdominals, the ones that are really important for your spine. So without having to try and imagine, are my abs working, am I turning them on, where do I get to this? Just switch your pelvic floor on and that'll get those deep abdominals firing, which is really great for your posture. All right, this time, last time, you're gonna turn it on and you're gonna keep it on. All right, ready? And go, lift up at the front, up at the back, the water's rising, it's getting cold, you're tucking everything up and in, and then relax it. One more time. Lift up. Now, pelvic floor exercises, keep going. It's not just if you're about to have a baby or you've had a baby. Pelvic floor exercises are for everyone. They are part of our powerhouse. Keep holding, keep lifting, keep holding, keep lifting, and relax. Good. Now, what I'd like you to try and do is do that little switch on before we do any exercises. Lots to think about. You switch on, you do your movement, you relax. You switch on, you do your movement, you relax. Let's see if we can use it in some Pilates exercises. Now, Pilates is not exclusive. Anyone can do it. You are officially doing Pilates right now. So let's do this together. This is called 4-point kneeling. You pop your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And I want you to proudly push the floor away from you. So we're not looking for sagginess. We're looking for a strong, powerful lift. And this should feel good in this position. Now let's practice turning our pelvic floor on. Lift it up, hold that position right there. You should feel nice and strong with your pelvic floor on. And now relax again. Switch it on again, lift up through the front, up through the back of pelvic floor. And what we're gonna do now is you're gonna float one arm up like you're Superwoman, flying through the air. One arm comes up, you pop it back down, let everything relax. Lift up through pelvic floor. Other arm comes up, float it back down and relax. Keep going for me. You're imagining you've got a cup of tea between your shoulder blades and that cup of tea doesn't move. Pilates is about stability, moving one part of you while the rest of you stays stable. It's like we're getting strong from the inside out, which is why switching on pelvic floor is really important for switching on those deep abdominals. Okay, that might be enough for you today, lifting the arms, that's perfect. Otherwise, if you want to take it up a notch, we're going to do the legs. So slide one leg out the back, keep a little, I call it a Michael Jackson pelvic tuck, tuck your butt underneath just a little bit, push the floor away, and in this position, some very small lifts and lowers. Our body is stable. We're gently lifting up through pelvic floor. We're going to feel this through our chest, our triceps, feeling it through the stabilizing muscles around your shoulders, and we're now adding some work through your butt and your hamstrings. Bring that leg in, have a little wriggle, and let's do the other side. Don't forget, pelvic floor. Take your leg out, push the floor away from you. Remember that cup of tea between your shoulder blades, and let's do some lifts and lowers through that leg. See if you can hold pelvic floor up the whole time. Lift away from the floor, keep that little Michael Jackson pelvic tuck, pubic bone to nose. That helps us work our abs and not our backs too much. And then bring that hand down. Okay, here's our crowning glory. This move is called a bird dog. Pilates move is called a bird dog. You're going to try and lift the arm and the leg at the same time. Now when you do this, you're thinking about going long and low. It's not about how high you can go. In fact, smaller the move, the better. So pubic bone to nose, you're trying that lift and lower of the pelvic floor. And now just to really take you to expert level, we're going to add some breathing onto this. It feels good and it makes you a bit stronger and it uses your abs a bit more. Have a look. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So what are we working here? Keep going for me. Just before I tell you what we're working here, make sure this feels right. This should feel good. This should feel right. If it feels a bit crunchy or a bit yucky, stop and take a break. I was going to say stop and take a rest. Then I was going to say stop and take a break. I nearly said stop and take a breast. If you want to do that, you can do that as well. Keep your belly tucked right in. And remember, it's a breath in and a breath out. And a breath in and a breath out. So what are we working? So many different things. Chest, arms, your butt, your hamstrings. What is this about? This is about feeling strong. This is great for working on your posture. Any ab work, really great for looking after your back. And take a rest, have a little wriggle. Okay, we're just going to do one more move as part of this little series. One more move. There'll be another video with some more moves in it. So one more move for this one. Been doing great so far. What I'd like you to do is come into this position. We're going to do a mermaid stretch. This is a stretch, it's lovely, but you're working your abs at the same time. If that doesn't feel comfy, sit like this. And if you still feel a bit squished up, sit on something so you can sit up really nice and tall. So this is called a mermaid stretch. You're a mermaid sitting on a rock, beautiful, beautiful vista out at sea. You're going over to one side, come back through the middle, pull up tall, and then head over to the other side. Keep going. Sink your butt down through the floor. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And if you want to, you can come all the way down on your elbow. So we're getting some lovely movement through your spine. A healthy spine is one that moves really well. But also, because we're going side to side, we're getting some really good work through your obliques, your side tummy muscles. And we're getting a sneaky hip flexor, bit of a release at the same time. All right, swap your legs over and keep going for me. This is your mermaid stretch. Sink your butt down, sit up tall, feel strong in this position, head up and over, come back through the middle, head up and over. Remember, if it's not comfy through your knees, you need to move. If you're not comfy, something's not quite right, and listen to your body. Pay attention to it. Make an adjustment. If you want to add the breathing, breathe in a way that feels right. You might breathe out as you go over, breathe in as you come back, breathe out as you go over, breathe in as you come back. Last one. Okay, sit cross-legged for me. Let's do one last little bit through pelvic floor. You've done great so far. Lift up and hold. Remember, stopping a wee, stopping passing wind all at once, wading through a cold river. It's rising, you're trying to tuck up and away, and relax. Last time, lift up. Remember, the relaxing is just as important. Lift up and lift and lift and relax. Okay. Great thing about pelvic floor work is you don't need to, I don't want you to do long sets of pelvic floor work. Short, sharp little bursts, a couple of times a day will help you strengthen that pelvic floor and also strengthen those deep abdominals as well. Nice work, everyone. See you in the next one.